Am I the last person you thought you'd see on stage? Huh? Damn right I am, from way back. I've been to the gathering. There you go. You know what? This is a huge honor for me. I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but I'm getting the honor right now. Welcome to ICP's house. Welcome to Violet J. I'm just telling you, Shaggy, the boys are coming out. Give me a big whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the insane Clown Posse. Yeah, my man.
All right.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, Jeff, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, get up off y'all's ass.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm handsome Holly Guastella, better known as Guido.
Give it up for Jeff Jet! Oh, whoa, I didn't know we were sitting here like this. We got that's the monitor. Oh, so
That's for us.
we're the show.
Is this thing loud enough, this mic?
Can you guys see the wrestling?
They got the Jumbo Tritantron over there.
Hell yeah. Wow, I guess this would be my seat. Word up.
No, clearly, handsome Holly Guastella, better known as Guido.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Diamond Donovan Douglas. To you and to you only, I am also known as 3D.
Are you ready for Strangle-Mania? All right, let's roll this.
Roll the action.
There he is, off rip.
As you can clearly see, the state-of-the-art graphics still hold up today. Even in today's day of technology, the graphics clearly still shine.
The fourth generation copy VHS tape is shining hard tonight.
Can I get a tasty beverage? They don't have spasmatic like I requested. I'll have to deal with this Red Bull. Would anybody like to enjoy a frothy water? You know what's awesome? I wish you guys could see this, because from here, it looks like sold out Madison Square Garden.
Right, because those lights back there, we can't see shit. Just
Those lights are
ahead.
blinding us, and all we see is wow, it's so dope. All we see is the outlines of your heads, like old school sold out arenas.
Well, let's get into Strangle-Mania.
This is fucking awesome. Make some noise.
Cactus Sack on the way down to the ring. He's picking up that spike board.
Bust some guy in the head.
What's he gonna do with that spike board?
Wow, this is. We're gonna review the classics, and we're gonna also tell you secrets. If there are any, there's not really any to tell.
If there isn't any secrets, we'll make some secrets.
You know, let's just jump. We're gonna sort of give you guys stories as we go. Is that cool? As we characterize in character, what should we do? Just do the characters, or can we tell you stories too?
Combination? All right.
I think it'd be fresher with little stories here and there. I'll start off with a story like this. Taking a look at Cactus Sack. Oh, wow, it's good to see.
Deadly Fred.
No, that's
Lama Nama Numi.
Yeah, that's Lama Nama Numi.
Lama Nama Numi.
Many people don't know this about Lama Nama Numi, but he actually was raised on a farm that grew eggplants.
That's right. They're in Grass Lake, Iowa. They grew eggplants and they grew Indian corn and also corn husks.
You know, although a great friend of ours, Cactus Sack, we did start a relationship with him when Strangle-Mania came out.
Not a physical relationship.
However,
clearly platonic.
Our first day in WWE, it would have been physical had we not had our healthy checkbook with us.
Right. If we wouldn't have had our pocketbooks in our purses, we'd have been fucked.
because Cactus Sack cornered us in the backstage area with his manager friend. And they said, yeah, that's really cool, that whole Strangle-Mania deal you guys put out. And we're looking at each other like, that's dope, man.
Right.
You really saw it? He's like, oh, yeah, we saw it.
And his manager's like, you got my money, motherfucker.
That's right. And I believe we chipped off Mick Foley with a check for, what was it?
$5,000.
5 G's. Right on the spot. Of course, it bounced.
But at the time with that check in his hand, he was very happy. Till he tried cashing it.
The strange thing is, for some reason, every time we bump into our friend Mick Foley, we're always giving him a check for some reason.
For some odd reason, he dresses like Santa Claus nowadays, too. Can't figure it out. Him and all his homies. He's got a crew of Santa Claus guys.
That's the freshest thing about wrestlers in real life, you know? They, for some reason, have, not all of them, but a lot of the best ones, for some reason, have the greatest wardrobe choices known to man. For example, let's talk about Sabu's fresh wardrobe.
Oh, shit. Cowboy boots.
Leather cowboy boots.
Sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
And a karate gi, or whatever they're called.
Okay. Leather.
With no belt, though. Just a little ties tying the bottom of the guy so you can see his
Do the
chest.
mental image. Leather boots to the knee.
Cowboy, fucking this cowboy.
Blew out sweatpants. Blew out because he's worn the same pair for 4 months.
They used to be dark blue. Now they're light blue from being bleached so many times.
And if he's not wearing a black and red checkered flannel to go with the sweatpants, he's got on the fresh karate gi. That's fucking juggalo. That's dope.
Right. Now you got to understand something. The time this came out, when we came out with this was the most ruthless shit on earth. Now everybody's doing it, but nobody does it like Cactus Sack.
That's right. I'm proud to say that when Strangle-Mania came out, all of this footage, see, it all started, I was sitting there reading a wrestling magazine, flipping through, remember those wrestling magazines? I was flipping through they don't have them anymore, do they?
I think just WWE mag. That's about it. No, they still got Pro Wrestling Illustrated and all that. That means
By the way, speaking of WWE magazine, the most famous, my favorite, most cherished magazine framed is, of course, the time we were on the cover of the WWE magazine.
Dope.
I can't even believe I'm saying that and it's true. That's fucking insane.
Some pretty dope shit. Oh, fuck.
So check it out. I'm flipping through a fresh wrestling magazine, enjoying what's in front of me as I witness the full color pages. And I noticed a small black and white corner page ad where it said, exploding ring, thumbtacks, broken glass, barbed wire. Those words in wrestling were never seen before in the same fucking sentence at that time.
Broken glass and wrestling had never meshed before.
You got to understand. I know they're like, what are you talking about? That's not possible, because it was played out into the dirt in the years to follow. But when I saw that tiny little ad, I didn't even believe it was true. I didn't believe it could actually even be true. And it said, bloody death matches. Even that word death match was outrageous then. We're actually those old people talking about shit back in our day.
You are. I'm talking about the shit going on right now.
But the point is, I didn't even believe this could actually be real, so I actually found a friend who had a credit card, and we ordered those fucking tapes. We ordered like 5 of them, and the footage came, and it was real fucking death match, broken glass matches.
And the best part, there was no commentary on it. We were like, what the fuck? Why is there no commentary on it? I guess we got to do it.
We used to pop them fucking tapes in, and our friends would be speechless because nobody had seen that shit back then. Nobody had seen that shit. And we would start doing the commentary as we're watching it, like just in the living room laughing, watching this incredible fucking footage from Japan. And nobody, there wasn't even there was an internet, but it was just barely baby dick size. And so nobody could go online and go on YouTube and look at this shit. It was all like priceless footage. So we would do the commentary and our boys would be laughing and shit. And that's how the idea was born. And of course, we had no license.
We actually did one version before this at Frank G's house, just fucking around. And then everybody was digging it. So then we said, fuck it. And we took it into a studio.
First we took the version we did at Frank G's house, and we sat our manager at the time down. His name was Alex, and we popped the tape in, and we said, we want to do this for real and put this out. We put it in and showed Alex, and within 20 minutes, he was asleep. That's when we knew it was golden.
Yeah. And he was like, well, how are we going to put this out? We don't own the rights. And we said, we don't give a fuck. We're going to put it out anyhow.
That's what made it so dope, not owning the rights. That's what made it so fucking dope.
We do own the wrongs.
Yes, right. We owned all the wrongs. We had all of our wrongs in order.
All of our wrongs were lined up like ducks.
We're not completely unorganized. The wrongs were, and we still
The shit
continue.
we get wrong, we get really fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? So at least we're good in that way. We got something right with getting wrongs wrong.
We didn't just do the shit wrong, my friends. We did the shit fucking hellified wrong. And that's why StrangleMania is still legendary to this day. And we continue to do all our wrongs. When you hear our music, those samples aren't cleared.
We've only been sued like 3 times, so it's not that bad.
We even got sued by the same people twice. We sued,
Straight up.
we sampled their shit. They sued us they got 30 grand out of us.
And we were like, hey, we should sample that again and not clear it.
We're like, they're not going to be paying any more attention. They already sued us. We would never be dumb enough to sample them again. And we took a record. This is a true story. We took a record my brother did, Jump Steady. He did a small pressing of a record where he's telling stories from our childhood, and we put the music behind it. And we stole some music to put behind Jump Steady when he's telling the story. And only for a couple seconds at that. And we only pressed 500 copies of this CD. And somehow they fucking heard it. And got another fucking 60 more grand out of us.
So, yeah,
We
so
fucked up is right.
that was cool. You know, 60 grand for a record that didn't even sell 500.
Right. I'm like, man, if they do sell us, if they do sue us, how many have we sold? Nothing. It's not going to get nowhere. They're not going to get anywhere. No, that's not the way
how
it works.
They're like, oh, you got that money? We're going to take that money.
So, yeah, so StrangleMania came out. It became legendary.
Oh, that's dope as shit, though. The barbed wire is stuck in his arm. He's got to rip it out of his flesh.
It became iconic. And, of course, when we got to WWE and we met Mick Foley, he wanted the money. And so it's just the same thing has happened several times.
He didn't just want the money. He wanted it right then in his hand.
You know who else wanted the money? Terry Flunk. But he didn't ask for the money.
He didn't ask for the money. We
right.
gave it to him out of good faith at the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas.
You know what? I'm not going to sit here and lie and say Terry Flunk wanted the money. That's not true. The fact is, Terry Flunk refused the money.
We had
no
to give
lie.
it to his wife, put it in a cookie jar.
He's so fucking dope for that. He would not take the money. Isn't that dope? We were sitting at Terry Funk's house.
The fucking Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas. Who else has been there? Thought
Right.
not, motherfucker.
You know what's weird? Saying that we were chilling at the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas at Terry Flunk's house, every time that my face says those words, I actually feel flushed with guilt like I'm lying. I feel like I'm lying. That's how dope that is to us.
But here goes what happened, though. So we took the $5,000 cash money, we put it into a cookie jar in his kitchen, so not him and his wife didn't see. And when we left, we were long the fuck gone. The next day we called him, we're like, go look in your cookie jar.
That's
you got
right.
5 G's in there, homie.
Because he wouldn't take the fucking money, but we stole his footage, and we ended up selling a lot of StrangleManias, so we felt like we owed him. But, you know, God bless Terry Funk for that,
You know who
right?
else got paid off it? Absolutely nobody else. When the fuck are we going to bump into Lama Nama Numi? Come on now.
That's correct. That's correct.
Right.
Lama Nama Numi did not get paid. However, you forgot 2 very hefty gentlemen that did, in fact, get paid.
Yeah, yes.
We're talking about Sweeten House and Ponderosa.
The Mushroom Boys.
The freshest thing about the Mushroom Boys. Who knows the Mushroom Boys, who I'm talking about? The freshest thing
you'll
about
see him in a minute.
The freshest thing about the Mushroom Boys. We brung them to the gathering of the Juggalos, and we wrestled them. The Mushroom Boys, and I was so fucking terrified.
Cockroach. Who wants a cockroach? Oh, is it
Damn, that tasty snack just dove off the stage.
committed suicide, man?
We wrestled the fucking Mushroom Boys, Ponderosa and Sweetenhouse at the Gathering, which was super fucking epic. And I was so scared they were going to take liberties out and you know, get the revenge
Get reparations on that ass.
But they didn't. They were gentle and loving. They were so gentle.
All they wanted to do was hug.
To
Couldn't
us.
figure it out.
They were gentle to us. But our partners, because it was a huge tag team match, they were not gentle with. They took their revenge out on them.
And this match just got serious because Lama Namanumi took his shirt off. Anytime you take your shirt off in a fight, when you had a shirt on and you take it off yourself, somebody's a fucking trouble.
You know, every time a wrestler takes his shirt off,
usually wrestlers start with their shirts off. But some do have it on.
I have a painful memory. I don't know if I've ever shared this in public, but the Rude Boy, my friend, the Rude Boy. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? Me and Rudy, I hope this wasn't in the book or something, if somebody read it. Me and Rudy went to go try out for this wrestler. His name was Crusher Ricky Cortez, and he was having auditions, so to speak. And we went to go wrestle. We were just above backyard wrestlers. We were just about to try to make it into the independent scene. And we went to wrestle for Crusher Ricky Cortez. And he had the gym mat set out. And he was like, all right, go ahead. And then
wrestle.
We went to wrestle. And he said, what are you doing? And we said, what's wrong? And he said, take your shirts off.
For what?
Yeah. In my old age now, I still don't peel my shirt off. I was married 13 years. My wife never saw me shirtless.
I've known him 30-plus years. I've never seen him without a shirt on. I wasn't at that Ricky Cortez deal. Thank God.
And true story, me and my brother, when we used to go to the public pool as kids, we'd be the only two with our shirts on. It's just some sort of phobia. I don't know what it's about. But that day, it's not, I was lying, by the way. My ex-wife did see me shirtless several times, and she enjoyed every bit of it. But that day, I fucking peeled my shirt off, and so did the Rude Boy. And I'll never forget when we locked up, and I put him in a headlock, his naked flesh against mine was so warm. This
Not one person has a shirt on in this match right here. Oh, yeah, one guy does. No, he don't. No,
I don't even know why I told that awful story on stage at that. And look, you can't see nobody's face, just their silhouettes.
That makes telling the story a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Because
I guess you're right.
You can't look nobody in that. Well, you can like right up to there.
All right, so that's the origins of the birth of Strangle-Mania.
It was him and Rude Boy with no shirt on.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't even get the job, by the way.
He just wanted to see two young boys with their shirts off.
I know that
rubbing
now.
on each other.
I understand that now. I didn't understand it at the
time. There goes the Mushroom Boys. Oh, his fucking feet were phenomenal.
They were totally.
Those feet didn't belong on monsters, man.
It was the most incredible thing we've ever saw. They were extremely, barely fucking workable.
All I could think, this motherfucker's about to walk back, too. Holy shit. That had to be the longer walk on the way back than walking
Think about
there.
that. That guy did not have a ride. He walked. He walked. And if you've ever done anything stale in your life, you know that when you have the memory years later, that guy will not be focused on that walk. He'll remember it at the gathering. Because when you remember something and it's years old, you don't remember the staleness. You don't save that memory. You save the freshness. You see what I'm saying? You don't forget all the staleness. It's like when you used to hang out with your boy and then you don't hang out with him for years. You remember all the good things about him. But when you hang out with him again, that's you're reminded of all the stale things. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember Caddy? Yeah. Right. Anyway, the point is, go to the gathering, man. Like we care about you ninjas. We want you to experience it because it's fucking...
And what an easy goal for a lifetime. Wow.
It's worth whatever effort you got to put forth to go, man. As a friend, go. Exactly.
It's true.
Especially a juggalo. I don't really care if you're not a juggalo. You're still going to have a blast. And if you never, ever, ever get laid, I can't think of a better place your chances are better. Take it from a scrub, man. What was that?
Is that a guy talking?
He's agreeing with me, right? There you go. Me too.
You got fucked by the Wolfpack? Oh, man, poor you. $25 winner, go fuck. I think that was his name. He says, in a fire that burns within my heart.
I was going to say, because this reminds me of it up here on stage, we had at the gathering, we had the flashlight wrestling.
Yeah, a while back. That shit was dope. Oh,
my God, man.
That shit was dope.
Flashlight wrestling at the gathering. We turn out all the lights, right? The crowd all has flashlights. So there's all these flashlights on the ring. And I'm telling you right now, it creates this effect where, when you look at a sold-out arena and you see all the lights in the crowd, that's what it looked like with all the flashlights. Just there'd only be 300 people around the ring, but it looks like a sold-out arena. And we had the best legends ever in the game wrestling with nothing but flashlights on them at fucking 4:30 in the morning. What an insane... Oh, and all the, people are naked. How much madness is going on?
Madness.
Man, I remember Dutch Mantel, Dirty Dutch Mantel, fucking wrestled at the gathering, flashlight wrestling.
Good old Dirty Dutch Oven.
He went home and he wrote a fucking 3-part, what, I guess, essay or something on his experience. Man, I was fucking touched. I was touched like a creepy uncle touches his
He got touched by Dirty Dutch Mantel.
You're getting it all twisted. He wrote a review of his experience, and he was in there posting on his website about how in all of his life, we're talking about Dutch Mantel. He's been everywhere, done it all over the world. And he's like, he has never experienced anything like that. And reading that means so fucking much to us, man, because, wow, somebody like Dutch Mantel saying they've never experienced anything like that, that means the gathering is some other. And it's a shame. It's a shame that the press doesn't know, the wrestling press I'm talking about, doesn't know about what happens at the gathering, because they would be blown away. We had the biggest Legends show at the gathering that I've ever fucking seen anywhere. And I'm a huge fan of wrestling. I've never seen a Legends show more stacked as the Juggalos Legends show.
Man, just a small show. We put Tito Santana versus Greg Valentine.
What? In a steel cage. That was the opening match. Santana versus Valentine in a steel cage match. Am I going back too far? Does anybody know what match I'm talking about? The iconic.
I'm the one that brought it up.
Man, we had that to open the show. We had fucking Austin Idol wrestling. We had Ronnie Garvin. Why am I even trying to name names? There was literally 35 legends.
The question was,
show.
Who wasn't there?
He was there, brother,
there.
for real? Well, come on, man.
Shit was
for real.
Bomb, though, right?
How epic was it, right? Listen to me. There was so many stars on that fucking card that there was only 2 singles matches on that show. There was a fucking Royal Rumble. One of the matches was a Royal Rumble because there was so many wrestlers were trying to put them all on the card. There was an 8-man tag team. There was fucking 2 6-man tag teams. There was so many stars, we had to make the card like that to put them all in action. There was literally no nobodies. The main event, what was the main event? It was fuck. Who was the main event?
What was the main event, man? Hey, that's all you had to say.
I know Terry Funk was there, Cactus Sack.
Respect.
No, I remember it. It was Piper and Orton. And they wrestled.
First Hulk Hogan and Mr. T.
Who the fuck did they wrestle? Huh? Who did he say? No, it was Piper and Orton versus. Fuck, I don't remember. That sucks.
It was fresh though.
It was great though. I mean, the whole card was unbelievable, man. And the only people that knew about that shit were Juggalos. And I take that back. It's not a shame. It's awesome that way, man. It's fucking great that way because that just makes it all the more fresher that they don't even know about the freshness jumping off in our world, man. That's right, man.
Right.
It's and you know what, man? If we have those memories and if we really did have the biggest legend show to ever happen in wrestling, because honest to God, I've never heard of another show that big. In my life, I've never heard of another legend show that stacked. And if it really was the biggest legend show to ever happen, and nobody knows about it, good.
And that,
makes it more magical. You know what I'm saying?
And that, my friends, is why we never turn a profit at the gathering. True shit, but it's worth it, because it's not about us making money there. It's about fucking putting on the best shit we can for juggalos that come there.
The word profit didn't even exist that year. It wasn't even fathomable. We lost so much money, it didn't fucking matter, because here I am, years later, bragging about it.
Talking about it, memories.
Just like we knew we would, and that made it worth it, right? Memories, man. You can't put a price on that shit,
We're
man.
getting waved.
Hey, hello, brother. Oh, this is a wrap?
Yeah. We got a couple T-shirts left, perhaps some quick knowledge.
Come on out here, Lawrence. We got shirts.
We got shirts. We got shirts.
Larry, lob it that way.
Oh, right over your hand.
Oh, there's a fight over it. I'm just kidding. The people are letting it hit the floor. I don't want that.
If there's a fight over it, it better turn into a wrestling match.
Hey, if you guys fight over it, whoever the two are fighting, they both have to get naked.
Asshole naked and baby oil up.
Yeah! Somehow, you threw it exactly the same spot to the same person.
Just cleared his hand.
I think that's it. I think that's a wrap for us, you racist rapists.
Thank you very much coming and hearing us babble and get our wrestle on.
Thank you, ninjas. We love you.